Now, would you consider yourself brand loyal? Well, a recent survey conducted by research company YouGov and GT Nexus found that 61% of 18 to 34-year-olds, also known as millennials, have switched their favourite brand in the last year, citing quality, availability and sustainability issues as their main reasons for the change. We went to East London to find out how the supply chain is vital to keeping millennial customers brand loyal.
Spitalfields Market in London was built in the reign of Queen Victoria, but its image today is thoroughly modern. Its fashionable shops attract young, vibrant millennials with cash to spend.
Research by GT Nexus and YouGov has revealed that this demographic is surprisingly fickle when it comes to choosing which brands to buy and stay loyal to. Let's find out why.
We're not that loyal.
And why do you think young people aren't loyal?
Oh, because there's so much to choose and the fashion changes so quickly as well.
If somebody would give me the same quality and a cheaper price, I would change the brand.
Not too loyal, I'd say. I don't follow them to a T. I think when it comes to price points, if I can find something a little bit cheaper, I might try out another brand.
My parents, you have to convince them to change anything, toothpaste, soap, but with me, I don't mind.
I think my parents kind of think that bigger brands are kind of better quality and they kind of stick to the same thing, so I think I'm probably a bit more open to kind of trying new brands.
The results from our interviews backs up the research by GT Nexus and YouGov, which found that globally 40% of 18 to 34-year-olds say they would switch their favourite brand if quality was an issue. 36% said they would also switch if an item wasn't available for delivery or in store.
Let's have a listen.
We showed our interviews to a panel from GT Nexus.
That's really interesting, I think, but it's not surprising either. I mean, this generation, this demographic is less brand loyal than their parents, than their grandparents. When they want to buy something, they want, you know, they've got the choice, they want to buy it at a competitive price, right. They want to buy it when they want it, and they want to get it delivered to wherever, right. Their choice.
The ethics of a brand are also important considerations for millennials. According to the survey, 25% of 18 to 34-year-olds said they would switch from their favourite brand if it didn't treat workers fairly. 21% said they'd switch brands which weren't environmentally friendly.
If you hear something that you don't like or that you don't believe in about a brand, I think that would probably turn me off as well.
People are becoming more interested in the background of a brand, and I think sometimes there are certain brands that maybe you read a couple of things about them in the news, and then suddenly you're starting to shift away from them.
It really mirrors the results of the survey. So all the factors that come into play when it comes to brand loyalty, ethics, availability, product quality, the way you treat your workers, these are factors that happen behind the scenes in the supply chain. In a way, that represents a risk for companies who don't get that, but it's a great opportunity for companies that know what levers to pull, right, to make millennials more brand loyal.
GT Nexus's client, Levi Strauss & Co., has recognised that sustainability improves performance and profitability. It's established partnership programmes with suppliers.
We've worked with GT Nexus and the International Finance Corporation to actually set up a program where our vendors are rewarded. The better they do on sustainability, then they actually get an incentive from the IFC for reduced interest rates on their short-term financing.
So as we've seen with a lot of our customers, right, they're leveraging technology today to address a whole host of these issues around sustainability, around visibility, around being able to get inventory at the right place at the right time. And I think it's really interesting. It's addressing a lot of what we're hearing from the millennials in the study. And none of those are really going to become accessible if you don't have that visibility through your network and through your supply chain.
Shiny shop fronts and ad campaigns might draw young customers in, but keeping them coming back is more complicated. Brands need to get it right, because these millennials have many shopping years ahead of them.